Tim. It's nice to have you here in Brussels. Welcome. We have not been working together until now. I work for ESPON shortly. My name is Bernice. And you were involved with the GRETA project for ESPON until now. Can you shortly introduce yourself and tell something short about ESPON and about GRETA? Thank you.
Yes, I am Tim Delshammar. I'm a landscape architect at the city of Malmö, the real estate, street and parks department. And I work as a strategist with different kinds of strategic planning issues. I was involved in the GRETA project as an informant, supplying with information on the case study of Malmö.
Thank you. And in what way could ESPON and the project GRETA fill in your needs as a landscape architect and as a planner?
Well, that's different. Well, I can think of a lot of different things, but just to stick to one of those, I had a check in one of the policy briefs. There was a table giving an overview on how different kinds of policies were including green infrastructure or not. And that table gave me a lot of insights of both the importance of integrating green infrastructure policy into other policies, but also as an easy way to get an overview of how integrated the green infrastructure is in other types of policies. So, inspiring.
Thank you. And how do you think ESPON could improve their work to support policymakers and planners in future? What do you think?
Well, I think from what I've learned so far, the focus is very much on ecosystem services provision, but not that much into the needs of different kinds of ecosystem services. And I think it's very important to start mapping where the needs are and how important they are. So you can match the ecosystem services with the actual needs. And I also think it's an important question to raise, and it may be or may not be the task for ESPON, but to see how the needs are distributed between different groups in society, because we all know that different groups have different needs. So like putting a more social perspective on green infrastructure provision and the needs and the connection to different user groups in society, that would be of interest.
So if I understand you correctly, we could provide data or research to support regions and municipalities to have a tailor-made approach for every region and combine it with social environment issues? Yeah,
I think so, because there's different types of problems and needs in different regions. Some regions have problems with flooding. Some places have problem with lack of space for recreation. Others have problems with heat waves. Very few places have all the problems at the same time. So if you start mapping where are the most severe problems and which are the groups that are vulnerable to those problems, then I think it would be a real contribution and give a real insights to local authorities.
The last question. Would you recommend other planners and policymakers in Europe to use ESPON?
Yeah, I think so. But I would also like planners all over to start raising their own questions to supply different research and development projects, because it's the planners' needs that should be driving these kinds of projects. So, yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your comments and your involvement also, of course. And we wish you a nice stay in Brussels.